The revenue streams quietly killing your med spa growth. There's a hard truth that you may be trying to avoid in your practice. Some of your patients are capping your potential, not because they're difficult, not because they don't pay, but because they're keeping you stuck in a version of your practice that no longer serves where you're trying to go. Studies consistently show that 20% of clients generate 80% of revenue in service based businesses. But here's what the data doesn't capture: that same 20% also takes up the least amount of your mental bandwidth, trusts your recommendations, and actually implements your protocols. They compound your expertise because they're getting real results. The other 80%? They're often the ones showing up only for specials, negotiating prices, or clinging to outdated treatment plans from when you first opened your doors and were still finding your footing. When you started your practice, you took anyone who walked through the door. You had to, however, that was survival mode, not strategy. As a provider, you're meant to lead with transformations that build your authority. Every dramatic before and after, every patient who becomes a walking billboard for your work, that's what creates compounding growth. But you can't deliver white glove transformations when you're spread thin managing patients who aren't invested in the process. Mike Michalowicz nails this in the Pumpkin Plan. You can literally fire your bottom 10 to 20% of clients. The farmers who grow giant pumpkins don't try to save every pumpkin on the vine. They ruthlessly cut the weak ones so the prize pumpkins get all the nutrients. Your time, expertise, and energy are those nutrients. When you do not treat it as such, you will find yourself tired, resentful, and looking at the job you built for yourself, instead of showing up excited to tackle or lead amazing things. The real cost of misaligned patients. Every appointment slot filled with a special chaser is a slot that could have gone to someone ready to invest in a comprehensive treatment plan. Every hour spent convincing someone to follow post care instructions is an hour you could have spent masterminding VIP client experiences. It is time to start handing out pink slips and be more intentional. If a patient hasn't evolved with your practice, consider whether they belong in your chair or in the capable hands of an associate you can train to serve that segment while you focus on transformation level work, or better yet, leadership work. Where your attention flows, things grow. One of our clients was exhausted doing back to back Botox appointments. She's brilliant at full facial balancing and advanced protocols, but she was trapped doing $300 quick hit treatments all day. We encouraged her to bring on an associate to handle the Botox only patients while she focused exclusively on marketing for and doing comprehensive transformations. Always check with your CFO or CPA before doing something like this. 32% revenue increase in just 5 months. Yes, there was slight attrition from patients who wanted only her, but the math was undeniable and she got her passion for the work back. Get comfortably snobby. The most successful med spas don't try to be everything to everyone. They host VIP only events for their top tier patients, create exclusive treatment packages that reward loyalty and commitment, sunset discount driven services that attract the wrong demographic. This isn't elitism. I would go as far to say that this is true alignment. When you reward your most loyal patients and make it clear what kind of practice you run, you magnetize more of the right people. The bottom line: you have no business keeping patients who keep you small. Every business guru will tell you that growth requires subtraction before addition. You must prune to bloom. At Diamond Hands Media, we had many misaligned clients that we brought on in our early days. However, we allowed them to self select out and we did not bring on any more of that client avatar. We have a rigorous vetting process now, and we are quick to turn potential clients away who are not a fit and who would do more harm to our ecosystem than good. Our best clients are obsessed with leading, building brands of trust and authority and want to make a mark in their community. They embrace discipline and the pain of change. So, audit your patient list. Identify who energizes your practice and who drains it. Then make the tough calls. Hand off the misaligned patients to a newer provider who would be thrilled to serve them, or simply let them know your practice is evolving and help them transition elsewhere. Your legacy won't be built on volume. It'll be built on the patients whose lives you genuinely transformed, and that only happens when you protect your capacity to do your best work. Stop watering every pumpkin. Grow giants instead. P.S. If this letter hit for you, forward it to a friend who could use it.